to the cup. Ben Simmons had attempted a free throw on the year, gets all the way to the rim.
Let's go 5 players in the NBA that if they don't have a bounce-back season, I can see the trajectory of their careers changing dramatically the following year. At number 5, I got Chris Middleton of the Milwaukee Bucks. Chris has to be number 3 of this big 3. The Bucks got a commitment from Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I do not believe they're going to take that for granted. Be clear. We see it all the time. Guys sign deals, and then 2 years into the deal, they demand a trade out. If Giannis is not happy, he's already let it be known he doesn't mind putting pressure on Milwaukee to go get great, and if not, maybe somewhere else will be his spot. We know Damian Lillard will demand out. If he doesn't love where he's at, he's already done it once with the team that drafted him. Chris Middleton has to finish the season for Milwaukee this year. These knee issues are starting to mount. And the questions are, if we've already seen the best of Chris Middleton, are very relevant. I could definitely see the Bucks making a second straight splash, a second straight offseason, if Middleton is not the Chris of old this year. Number 4, Ja Morant. Would the Grizzlies trade Ja Morant if he didn't have a great year after he comes back from suspension? I don't think so, but I will say this. If Ja Morant were to get suspended again for something related to guns on social media or just seemingly not taking advantage of the opportunity that's been presented in his life, I could definitely see Memphis moving off of Ja as the face of the franchise. Maybe looking in the direction of Jaren Jackson, Desmond Bane, or somewhere else. I'm not saying that they would trade Ja, but definitely saying, all right, we can't build around a dude that doesn't understand his talent, his value to the league, and what's at stake for him. Number 3, Kawhi Leonard is looked at as one of the greatest forwards of this generation, but he is starting to fall backwards on that list. Kawhi, unfortunately, had his prime taken away from him because of injuries. If Kawhi can't play 50 games, I'm sorry, at some point we got to start taking him out of the top 10, top 15 players of the best in the world conversation, because you got to be healthy to be in those conversations. 40 games for a guy of Kawhi's caliber is just not it. And I can see the Clippers starting to maybe make the transition like a Grant Hill of moving Kawhi to the bench and acclimating him as a 6-man going forward. It's also a contract here for Kawhi. Number 2, Zion Williamson. Look, Zion, we know you love Dallas, Texas, but our question is, do you love basketball as much as you love Dallas, Texas? The New Orleans Pelicans are trying to find it out this year. We've seen the best of Zion, and we've seen what he could be, but the reality is he ain't been it enough for the Pelicans thus far in his career. Zion's got to be there, man. We know what he is when he gets to the court. It's just all about him getting to the court. That's the only issue. He could use one great, healthy season for the Pelicans. And number 1, this could be it for Ben Simmons. Unlike these other guys, I could see a scenario where if Ben doesn't have a great year, I could see the Brooklyn Nets buying Ben out of his contract and move up and off of him altogether. And depending on his attitude, I could see teams around the league saying, nah, I'm good. Why would I get this guy that can't shoot the ball, can't space the court? Why would I get him around my franchise, have him be in this distraction? Teams boo him all around the league. The home fans boo him. He doesn't seem to love this game like other guys that love this game. I got guys begging me for a roster spot, and this dude just seems to take it all for granted. If Ben doesn't have at least a bounce-back year in Brooklyn or wherever he plays basketball at this year, I could easily see the NBA moving off of Ben Simmons for good. In my Dr. Umar Johnson voice.
I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing.
Why build theirs when I believe I can build my own?
You've already done it, or I wouldn't be here.
I'm already the only elite sports and music journalist in the game today. My goal is simple, to be the best there's ever been. So, please don't go. Make sure you subscribe and follow the journey. It truly means everything to me. I tell stories. I talk music. I cover sports. I am culture. I am Ferro.